Imagine trying to win a war when the enemy's lead general has a divine guarantee to choose the exact moment of his own death. That was the reality for the Pandava army facing Bhishma on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He was single-handedly annihilating their forces, leaving them entirely desperate. Because Bhishma couldn't be killed by superior numbers or better weapons, the Pandavas had to abandon traditional military strategy entirely. To beat an invincible general, you have to break the rules of combat. His defense had a single fatal loophole. Bhishma followed an incredibly strict moral code, one that forbade him from ever raising a weapon against a woman or anyone who was born female. Enter Shikhandi, a commander in the Pandava army who steps onto the battlefield specifically to trigger that exact limitation. Shikhandi is a precision-engineered cosmic weapon forged by destiny to bypass an impenetrable defense. To understand how this weapon was built, we have to rewind to a previous lifetime. It starts with a princess named Amba, abducted by Bhishma as a bride for her brother. Mapping Amba's options reveals her trap. Her lover rejected her, society discarded her, and Bhishma refused marriage, citing his celibacy vow. Human justice failed, so she escalated her case to a higher jurisdiction. Amba performed brutal austerities until securing a contract from Lord Shiva, a guarantee she would be the instrument of Bhishma's downfall. With that promise secured, she stepped into the flames of a funeral pyre. This physical death was a calculated sacrifice. Amba was initiating a karmic chain reaction that would cross lifetimes to settle the score. That soul is reborn as Shikhandi, the daughter of King Drupada, carrying the dormant purpose of her past life. The first step in Destiny's engineering was placement. To ensure she could one day lead an army against Bhishma, Drupada raised Shikhandi in total secrecy as a male prince, providing elite martial training. But training wasn't enough. Societal rules meant she had to physically become male to hold military command and fully lock in to Bhishma's fatal loophole. This diagram illustrates what happens next. She ventures into a cursed forest and strikes a deal with a celestial yaksha. They execute a divine transaction, transferring their physical states and permanently turning Shikhandi into Shikhandi, a biological male. This completed the weapon. Shikhandi harbored the karmic vengeance of a wronged woman, but operated with the physical capability and social authority of a prince. To smuggle this perfect agent of vengeance onto the battlefield, the cosmic order intentionally shattered the standard boundaries of life, death, and gender. It all converges on the 10th day of the Kurukshetra War. The Pandavas execute their final strategy. The great archer Arjuna advances across the battlefield, drawing his bow while using Shikhandi as a human shield. When Bhishma looks at the advancing commander, he recognizes the reincarnated soul of Amba and the female birth beneath the warrior's exterior. Bound entirely by his inescapable vow, Bhishma voluntarily lowers his weapons. He accepts that his time has run out. With Bhishma defenseless, Arjuna unleashes a devastating volley of arrows from behind Shikhandi. The invincible general falls, and the tide of the war permanently turns in favor of the Pandavas. Shikhandi's journey proves that the only truly immovable force in this epic universe is karma. When the cosmic scales demand justice, destiny bends the rules of biology, society, and time itself to balance them.